Good day, everyone. I'm Javelin S. Basilisco from BEd 2A, and my report is all about netizenship and netiquette in online class. So, what is netizenship? The term netizen is portmanteau of the words internet and citizen, as in citizen of the net or net citizen. It describes a person actively involved in online communities or in internet in general. So, what is netiquette? When we talk about netiquette, it talks about the manners of the internet. Netiquette is a combination of the words network and etiquette and is defined as a set of rules for acceptable online behavior. Similarly, online ethics focuses on the acceptable use of online resources in an online social environment. So, why is netiquette important to students? Netiquette can help students improve their soft skills, prevent miscommunication, help students better understand what is socially acceptable. Why do we need netiquette rules? The rules of etiquette that apply when communicating online are different from those that apply when communicating in person. It cannot be assumed that students automatically know how to communicate in online environment. The rules of etiquette are just as important in cyberspace as they are in the real world, and the evidence of poor netiquette can stick around to haunt you for much longer. So the rules of netiquette are. So when we say make real people a priority is it means that nothing is more irritating than trying to have a conversation with someone who is engrossed in their phone or computer if someone is in the room with you. Stop what you are doing and look at them. Don't answer your cell phone unless it is to tell the person on the other end that you will call them right back. It is extremely annoying to be with someone who is having a conversation that you are not part of. The next rule of etiquette is use respectful language. It means that name calling, cursing, expressing deliberately offensive opinions. If you wouldn't do it to the face of anyone who might conceivably see what you write, don't write it. This goes for any social media site, forum, chat room, or email message. If you think it can't be traced back to you, it can. And it is not just what you say, but how you say it. Either take the trouble to use the shift key for capital letters or write in all lowercase, but don't use caps lock. Text in all caps lock is generally perceived as yelling. Please don't forget to say please and thank you as appropriate. So the next rule is share with discretion. It means that avoid sending naked sex picture, drunk picture, drug use picture, or unedited home video. If you would have a problem with your boss, your parents, or your kids seeing it now or at any point in the future, don't post it online. The same goes for phone conversation in public places. Just because you can't see the person you are talking to doesn't mean everyone around you can see or hear you. Don't exclude others. If you have an in-joke to share with one and other person or a small number of people in a larger online group, send them a private message. Don't make them else feel left out by posting an obscure comment to your Facebook status, forum, or Instagram story. The same goes for laughing at texted or email joke when you are in the presence of others. If you don't want to share the joke, save it for later. Next, choose friends wisely. It means that it is insulting to be dropped from someone's friends list on a social media site, so think about it before sending a friend request or accepting an invitation. Next, respect people's privacy. Don't forget information sent to you without checking with the original sender first. Use BCC or blind carbon copy rather than CC or carbon copy if you are sending something out to more than one person. You might think that we are all friends online. If you tag people on Facebook, others can access picture to those people unless they have adjusted their privacy setting. Finally, don't sign up for newsletter and other communication using someone else's email addresses. Next rule is fact checking before reposting. That cure for cancer might sound pretty impressive, but it will just cause upset if it is a hoax, and urban myths add to the noise of the internet waste people's time. If you aren't sure the facts, email it to someone who does know or can find out. Or do a search on Google or Snopes.com. Don't forget that many viruses are circulated via chain letters and invitation to send some seemingly pertinent piece of information to 10 of your friends or everyone in your address book. So don't be naive. Forwarding that message will not bring you good luck but just a bad karma. Next rule, respond to email promptly. By all means, ignore and delete spam, unsolicited messages, and crazy stuffs. But if you have given someone your email address or if you are in a position where people could reasonably be expected to contact you by email and your email address is public, have the courtesy to reply to their message within a few days. Next, update online information. When we say update online information, it says don't leave inaccurate information online just because you can't be bothered to update your website. If you are going to be unavailable, for example, don't leave your hours of operation online indicating you will be available. If you can keep your website up to date, take it down. The most important rule in Netiquette, or shall we say the golden rule of Netiquette, is do unto others as you would have others do unto you. Remember, your written words are read by real people, all deserving of respectful communication. The advantages of Netiquette is Netiquette helps users develop and maintain relationships, whether business or personal. It also helps keep group conversation constructive and friendly. So, the disadvantages of Netiquette is it could be used the internet to conduct illegal activities such as selling or promoting bad behavior. Personal names will not be mentioned or are written in the electronic content. Send private information to anyone unknown or read a known email. So how to promote Netiquette? As an online learner, you already know that participating in e-learning course online discussion contributes to you critical thinking and writing skills development. However, there is an etiquette code for online discussion too. Tips on how to promote netiquette. When we say use proper language, it means that typos, spelling errors, and mixed up sentences reflect on you. Correct spelling and grammatical construction are a must. So keep in mind to read through your post before you submit them. Moreover, Try to avoid slang words or much as possible, as this is also an online education environment and slang is considered neither academic nor professional. Finally, never type in all caps. Writing in all capital letter is regarded as shouting, and this apart from being annoying, it could be considered as rude. Next, be precise. Being misunderstood is quite common in online interaction. Escape the miscommunication trap by checking that what appears perfectly clear to you is not confusing your readers. The best way to test your message for clarity is to read them aloud before you send them. Next, avoid emoticons and texting writing. Using emoticons and writing in texting language, that is by using abbreviation, might be considered too casual or even childish. Refrain from them as much as possible. Online discussion require professional writing. Smiley faces or linguistic shortcuts are more appropriate for chatting with your friends or instant messaging. Be explanatory. Justify your opinion. Points can be easily missed if hidden in a flood or text. When making a thorough comment, be as brief as possible. Next, read all comments before hitting submit. What you need to remember when participating in an online discussion is that once you send your comment, there is no way to take it back. This is why you should always think about what the content of your message before contributing it. Before replying to a question, read carefully all comments that your peers have already posted, no matter how many they are. If you don't, it is very likely that you will end up repeating things others have already said, and this, apart from contributing nothing new to the online discussion, will seem like you ignore your virtual classmates. Tone down your language. Because written language lacks the support of facial or voice communication clues, it can be easily misinterpreted. A great way to deal with this is to tone down your language. Avoid the use of strong words. Next, recognize and respect diversity. One of the great beauties of e-learning courses is that you can meet people from all parts of the world, as internet is a global medium. This means that while participating in an online discussion, you and your virtual classmates may use the same language to communicate with each other. But the truth is that cultural backgrounds, linguistic terminology, and abilities to express oneself in written language may vary significantly in an online learning environment. Control your temper. In addition to previous tip, you may be respectful, but others may not be. When being personally attacked on the web, it is easy to get angry, but you won't win any argument if you lose your temper. Tantrums lead nowhere. Instead, take a deep breath and count to 10. If needed, get away from your computer and go for a walk around the block before you reply. This way, you will ensure that while being calmer, you can argue the point instead of attacking the person who made it. Take your post seriously. Participating in the number of rule for online discussion, but posting for the sake of posting waste other people's time. Always remember to add something new to the conversation and not repeat something that someone else has already said. Most importantly, stay on topic. Be credible. Finally, be careful not to mislead people when replying to a question. If you are not 100% sure of your answer, say so. And if you are using the intellectual property of others, example, website, books, blogs, journal, articles, and etc. To support your argument, always cite your sources. Before I end this discussion, I have here a quote by Jenny Percy. It is said that on one person's clever joke is another person offensive insult. So everyone, we need to be careful in everything that we do in social media. So that could be all my report, and I hope you'll